Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to continue to talk about the process of immigrating to the greatest nation on earth, and that is the United States of America. I know there is a lot of negative talk. I know there is a lot of fear around the subject of immigration, and there is a lot of negative connotations, which is understandable. But I want to argue my case so that I can be able to persuade and imply to somebody out there who is looking for a different type of opportunity, who wants to put themselves in an environment of opportunity, an environment where you can be able to grow with a different type of freedom, so that you can be able to change who you are and be able to progress and place your family tree at a different trajectory. So when I go through the media and look at the type of text that is around the process of immigration, begin to wonder if there is any good news, if there is any positive context around somebody who genuinely wants to transform themselves in a fast-paced environment. Because you see, whatever sells must have a certain level of emotion, a certain level of fear, and that type of news basically spreads like bushfire. And so, because of this, we have a large group of people who do not want to associate themselves with this process because of fear and lack of facts. Because for the average person, being able to position yourself to immigrate legally will give you a different level of opportunity that maybe your current environment can't afford you. And therefore, when we look at it from an opportunity point of view, as an average person out there, right now is the time for you to apply for the green card so that you can be able to participate in the process of legally migrating to this great nation, so that you can be able to partake of the opportunities that it can be able to afford you. But far away from that, from a financial point of view, you need to prepare yourself so that you can be able to be ready for such an opportunity, because it is one of those opportune moments that can either change or break your life. So for me, it has not been easy. But when you look at it from the grand scheme of things, you will be able to see progress. And that is the essence of life. The essence of life is to take the negatives as lessons, because you have to take the negatives as lessons and also take positives as the fuel to propel you into the future. So my first year was great. I was being exposed to a new environment, a new culture, a lot of people who actually have disposable income, and people who are very active from a work point of view. And you know, that changes your mindset when you see people moving in a different way, other than the way you are cultured, other than the way you have been seeing things. So you start expanding your world viewpoints. And it was very interesting in my first year. But my second year, third year were my lowest moment in life, because I started to experience the reality. So it dawned on me that being in America is expensive. Being in America is a land of opportunity, but the opportunity does not come easy. But the opportunity has to be created. You have to go for it. You have to work for it. You have to position yourself to grab it. And therefore, my second year was, going through that transition was strenuous for me from a mental perspective, because I didn't foresee that type of change. I didn't prepare myself to handle that level of transitional reality, to be able to guard myself from going through that mental gymnastics. And everybody who has gone through the process everybody who has gone through that transition will tell you that it gets better with time. Because you see, there's a lot of moving parts. There's some level of complexity within the system that you have to handle and that you have to master. And it's not that the average person cannot go through the process. The average human being is positioned to go through change without breaking. And that is the beauty. So if you can be able to see this as an opportunity for you, if you can be able to allow yourself to accept that there is a different way of life out there that exists, that is not necessarily superior than what you are actually experiencing currently, but something that you can be able to experience if you allow yourself to be part of that process. And therefore, you don't need to have it figured out. You don't need to know what you want in life. You don't need to have it all, but you need to give yourself the grace and allow yourself to absorb the opportunities that are out there for you. But you have to make that first step. You have to see this as a possibility for you, because it is a different type of journey. It is going to expand you. It is going to push you. It is going to put you in a corner whereby you will discover a different type of view, and which is a very interesting process. But if you're okay in the environment that you currently find yourself in, then that is okay. Then knock yourself out. But if you want a different form, but if you want a different form of life, if you want to experience a different culture, if you want to put yourself in a different type of system, then I'm hoping that you have already applied for the green card, or you're in the process of doing so. And you see, it's not a matter of life and death, but it is an exposure to a different type of reality that gives you an opportunity to serve your fellow men at a different environment. And therefore, you have to see this as a way to grow and a way to position yourself on a global level, so that you put yourself in a scenario whereby you have options to grow mentally, to challenge yourself, to accept other people's culture, and be able to pick up on the good stuff, learn and experience the beauty that the world offers. So far, it has been a tremendous opportunity for me, and I know some of you out there will be lucky to be part of this experience that will allow you to be part of the American way of life, and most importantly, give you an opportunity to pursue the American dream. So I'm hoping that you guys are organizing yourselves and taking this seriously, so that you can be able to apply for the green card before it comes to an end, so that you begin the process of becoming your greatest self and be able to serve your fellow men in this beautiful nation. So if you're finding value out of these videos, then don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Also, like, share, and comment down below. Thank you, and see you in the next video.